he's loud and obnoxious.
Can't get loud at all.
But Shami can tell him the truth and he won't get mad at him. I literally have to tell Shami. And then Shami has to tell Gala. But I like how Chami says it because Gala can't get mad at him. He's like, I try to be as quiet as I can, and then everybody's loud and disrespectful. And I'm like, hey, that's what happens to me. Knowing that I work graves, you know, I've been there for a minute. They should know by now. My sleeping schedule is all fucked up. Sometimes I want to do a different job that is not this.
I know. That's Carly's thinking of doing it too. I just want to look into it more and see how much it would cost. Yeah, I think it should be a good realtor. She's kind of good with people. I
Realtor.
told her, I was like, maybe the glasses will help too. He's like all dressed in a dress and glasses.
Yeah.
Actually helping people get placed, not just, oh, good, get it.
Yeah,
Where it's going.
like my realtor. Not like the other one.
Yeah.
Where you have a 10% chance, but I'm just doing it for the money.
Yeah, she's thinking like when she gets pregnant, like have like that she will live her meeting and then like work on her realty and stuff.
I can't stand it. Thinks you shit. They both think they're shit. God, your neighbor was talking to Haley a lot today.
Huh?
Your neighbor was talking to Haley a lot.
It was a good thing I won't be living there anymore. Like, maybe the last day I should just put a note. Last day I'm there, put a note. Hey, your husband's talking to a lot
Piss her off. I don't know if she's a jealous type.
I don't know.
If she
Seems like she puts more love than he does.
puts more effort into her relationship.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like that when he's talking to the girls here.
I know. So I think it's weird too.
With me, he's like, he looks down and closes his eyes. It's like giving glares. I don't like being stared at. Alright.
So we'll have our own space.
Yeah, I can't wait to drive that way and not that way. It's so much nicer with 2 lanes than it is a bunch of lanes. You have less of a chance of running into somebody.
And with gas on around, don't gas sometimes.
Yeah, even when he's at work. Yeah, still can't be rude. Hi, 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 hi. Hi. Got a lot of highs. Alright, I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah. You work until Thursday. In 4 days. Maybe next weekend I'll have you go get Charlie some food.
It's,
And then remember for like sand.
yeah, because right now I'm poor having to pay
I know.
stuff for the house.
Paid next week.
So,
Yeah, Charlie, I'll give you for Charlie food and some sand.
alright.
I'll keep looking for things like Charlie for
Good luck. A box.
Yeah, something.
You know what happened to that tote we used?
Still have it.
You still have it? Use that. Oh, Grandma. I could have Grandma go to the dollar store and get you a tote.
Yeah, just something big enough so it's not like fun.
No, I mean it'll be big, like the one I have by my TV. That
Yeah.
clear one.
Like the wood. Just
Something like that.
Small holes.
Yeah. The lids clamp on.
Yeah,
Just put
definitely.
holes at the top. Make it as feeding tote.
Yeah, do that. Then when he wants, I can give it a spot for it. So.
Yeah, it'll only be like I don't know, $5. maybe less. We'll see. Since she likes going to the dollar store a lot. I'll tell her. I'll talk to her. Hey. Love you. See you Sunday. Zara? Hi, Zara. What's that mean? Oh, Zara. Okay. Three people, huh? Alright. Let's be careful because my brakes are not well. Back here riding my ass. It's a 25-mile-an-hour road.
Those things are orbs or circular objects, and there's no explanation for them. And that's what I want to talk about today. Now, of course, as everyone knows, the drone mystery continues. A lot of people are still seeing the objects. Their field day right now, like Mick West, he's on Twitter. He's showing people how to use they could use the track aircraft, because there are misidentifications out there, but see, that's the thing, with you can't trust the bunkers. Like, you cannot trust Mick West. As everyone remembers, he turned down the $5,000 offer from Scott Roeder to do an analysis of the Las Vegas alien video. So how could you trust this guy? He knows that there's nothing he can do about that. He can't debunk it. He always takes the easy stuff, and that's what he's doing right now. I mean, it's simple. There's so many different people out there who have their eyeballs on the sky. There's going to be misidentifications, and so what he does, he shows up on CNN. He talks about what's happening on there. gives his analysis on there of what's going on. That people are just having misidentification or misidentifying things. That's what he's doing, and then they'll show you, okay, here you use this aircraft tracker, and it will show you, okay, this is where these are planes that you're seeing, and he's able to prove in some of these cases that they're just are aircraft. That's all it is, and they're just being misidentified. Not the case, as everyone knows. In fact, a lot of these drones are still being seen all over the place. Matt Ford from the Good Trouble Show, he recently was speaking with someone, a law enforcement official from the Midwest, who told them, which will show them that these drones, they see drones as large or larger than cars. They think non-human intelligent operated. It began accelerating about 3 weeks ago, these things, and they feel that the White House is lying. It's not just in New Jersey now, it's happening everywhere. And that's from one of the guests on that Good Trouble Show. And so we can't believe what Bunker's telling you, because you're going to do the easy pickings kind of thing. And you're going to say, okay, yeah, see, there was a crowd in this area, just a misidentification. But what about all the rest? And then what about all the incursions over military installations, over reservoirs, over sensitive airspace? It continues, it just continues, it's not stopped. And so despite what the debunkers might tell you, it's not solved. It is not solved. But, we talked recently about how it could be what's happened here is that the government has been sending up some secret drones for some purpose, maybe as a way to confuse people because of all of the sudden sightings of orbs. And that's what I want to talk about here today. There was actually a Reddit user, effective ad 604060, who has put a very good post on Reddit, I have to say, and basically he has listings of different sightings of orbs, legitimate orb sightings, he says. And you can click on each one of these and you'll see some very strange things. Here's what he writes on Reddit. He says, due to an overwhelming amount of shares, I've decided to keep updating this post daily from this point forward with anything I deem credible. I would encourage everyone to post credible sites they see in the comments here. We can focus our attention on proving and debunking them. And so he goes on to say, for the past few weeks, I've been filtering out all the plain, helicopter, or unexplainable videos, pictures. As such, I was left with these. If anyone has any information on these videos below, please comment and we can discuss. The sub is filled with disinformation right now, and what we need are eyes cooperating on what is legitimate and what is not. These are the videos we should be researching. These are the videos we should be focused on, not blatantly obvious plain helicopter videos. Yeah, I saw quite a few of those blatant helicopter and plane videos. So what are you talking about? I mean, those are the kinds of easy pickings that the debunkers can look at and say, oh, it's a plane. And here we have this tracker, this online. We can figure out exactly where that plane was at what time. And that's what's happening right now. And of course, the government continues to lie. The federal government continues to lie about this. They're not telling us the truth about what's going on with these drones. But anyway, continuing here, he also posts, disinformation campaigns are rife right now. Why are these videos not being shown in the news? I think we can all guess why. And this is really good. Like, he has different videos that are posted on Reddit of orbs. And for instance, here it says plane approaches orb and orb speeds off. You click on the link, right, and then you're going to get a video of a plane. You'll see this right here. See that orb taking off then. Check it out. You see a plane coming into view, you see a orb just hovering there, and then there it goes. What is that? Where's it going? What was it doing there? What's happening? These are just some of the videos you're going to see on Reddit. And I'm going to go back now. You can check, I'll leave the link here so you can check this out for yourself. This was a really interesting one. It says, woman standing on her balcony captures orb within meters of her flying between two buildings. And these are the strange ones. There's this orb here flying. This was just taken off of TikTok. And it goes in between these two orb sightings right now. These are just some. Here's another one. Woman live streams orb with erratic movements. Live stream was strangely stopped. Let's check this one. A lot of these things. Yep, the drone flies next to him and the orb speeds off. You know, this is what I was talking about. Like, I was talking about something like this. You know, this is the reason for the drones. I mean, that's a possibility. Is that what's happening is all of a sudden orbs start showing up all over the place, and then to confuse the situation or to come up with a different alternative explanation, the government sends up drones, either as a deterrent or actually to confuse people. So people say, "Hey, okay, you know, there's no orbs. It's just drones." See, look at that. That orb is now taking off straight up. The drone approached it and it's flying around. The orb speeds up. Now again, we don't know if this. I think these videos are legitimate. We can't say what they are one way or the other. But the fact of the matter is that there are a lot of orb sightings. That's what a lot of people are saying. It says here, U.S. Capitol orb, plane and orb can't be seen. Orb is stationary.
Hello.
This one shows. This is over the Capitol. Different objects on this one. Right next to the Capitol building. Who's operating these drones and why? And I guess that's the question. And why are there orbs in the area of these drones? What's happening? You know, I believe that some people think that the drones themselves are extraterrestrial, and that may be the case. We can't say for sure, but it is possible. What's happening is that the drones are top secret drones, and they're being used as some sort of deterrent or as some form of a subterfuge. Okay, well, all these orbs are appearing all over the place. So why don't we just send up a whole bunch of our top secret drones, and then people don't know what to think. We can just tell them, yeah, see, it's just drones, and it's just a wave going on here. It's a drone, something. No, that one's far away. That reminds me where I was from. It's too far away to tell. Okay, here's one. Spinning orb, Green Valley, Illinois. Let's see what this one looks like. So this is the kind of stuff that people are saying. Now this is definitely not a drone. What is that? Wow. So it looks like it's shaped like a sea spinning. And big. Wow. Very. Now this is strange. This is very strange. Look at it. Wow. I have no explanation for this one here whatsoever. Wow. That was very. Yeah. What's going on here, folks? No one's. Our government won't tell us. We just don't know. But I guess the point I want to make here, not just drones. There's something else in the sky coming out of them from where these blue lights are. It's very weird. But these are the kind of reports that are on here. And there's a lot of orb reports. Like here's one from Colorado that was reported just on the 18th of December. And it says an orb. It says was moving like an airplane at first. And then stopped moving, has been stationary for more than 20 minutes with slight rotations. There was a triangle seen in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. The drone was heading to my right and stopped and headed to the left when I started recording. Let's open it up. There's meat. It says there's meat in it, so maybe there's an image. It's too far away. It's a spot against the sky. It's difficult to say with assurance what it is. But look at this. I mean, there's all these reports. A lot of them are orbs. Some of them are triangles. Some of them are fireballs. There's not a lot of saucer reports for this month. Let's see. A lot of orbs or spheres or circles, cylinder, rectangle, circle, orb. Here's one. It says, this was in Violet, Louisiana, saw UAP, UFO drone heading east-northeast coming from across the Mississippi River out of the south-southwest in a line directly over our Air Force Base. So that one was going over the Air Force Base. Here was one from, this one, okay, now some of them he puts an exclamation point by them because I think they're the more interesting ones. Now this one doesn't have, this one here from Massachusetts, Massachusetts doesn't have any media attached to it. But let's see what it says because it has an exclamation point next to it.
This episode is brought to you by the Air National Guard. In the Air National Guard, you serve your way. That means choosing from over 200 careers to train and excel in, choosing to serve full-time or part-time while you pursue an education or civilian career, and choosing your base so you can serve close to home while supporting your community, your state, and your country, all while benefiting from tuition assistance, world-class health care, and more. Learn more at airforce.com/ANG. This is a paid message from the U.S. Air Force.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Yes, this happened in Massachusetts, and it says it looked like the shape of a star. It was colored white. Saw at least more than 50 small lights in the sky moving at a very fast pace. I was outside with my dogs at roughly 5:30 p.m. At that time, my husband had pulled in the driveway from work. I looked up because, like everybody these days, we are looking up because of drone sightings. I saw what appeared to be a night sky loaded with stars, but a lot of these lights were not stars. They were not twinkling, and they were moving at a very fast pace. Not fast like a meteor shower. They appeared to move with more intent. They appeared to move from northwest to southeast. There were so many in the sky that I couldn't count. This definitely wasn't Starlink. I've seen that before. These were more random. Their placement in the sky appeared to be random. The best thing I could compare it to is when I saw the International Space Station move across the sky. But these dots seemed to be smaller and definitely moved more rapidly, and there were so many of them that I couldn't count. One of the small lights appeared to get bigger and brighter and then disappeared, but I only saw one of them do that. There was no sound. As a matter of fact, it was almost eerily quiet at that time, and neither one of us recalled seeing any other type of routine aircraft in the sky during that initial burst of whatever it is that we saw. Initial sighting of the large amount lasted about 30 minutes roughly. We were both in shock, so I don't know the exact timing. I do know at 5:34 p.m. I tried to call my daughter to see if she could see what we were seeing. She lives 2 towns over, about 12 minutes away. She didn't answer. Immediately after I called her husband, he didn't answer. They did call back at almost immediately after, but they were on a telehealth call, so they couldn't go right outside. But shortly after that, I did speak to her, and they did go outside, and they could see what we were seeing, but not in the same numbers that we saw them at. But at that point, we could also still see them, but there was far less quantity. What they described was exactly what we were seeing also. Small lights that appeared to be stars, but weren't twinkling and were moving at a very fast pace. The speeds always appeared to be fast, but it looked like they could actually slow down a little bit and accelerate. And they always appear to be in groups of 3, and it would look like one could catch up with the others. As high as up as these were, they were moving far faster than a plane would travel. We kept watching outside for roughly 2 hours, from the time it started until the time that our eyes were just so tired we couldn't keep watching. We did keep seeing the same types of objects moving, but not in the same numbers. I probably saw about 18 more from the time of the large amount until the time I went in the house, which was roughly about 7:35 or so. I never saw one at a time. If I saw one, then I only saw 2 or more right after. We did notice that they seemed to be almost in like groups of 3, even during the larger burst of them. It did seem after the initial burst of them, there were a lot of different aircraft all over the sky, airplanes and helicopters. The sky appeared to be very busy, far busier than usual, with what appeared to be different types of aircraft in the sky with flashing lights that you could clearly see. Over the past few days, we have seen what we believe to be drones a handful of times, and we believe that we did possibly see drones again tonight, but that's not what these smaller, fast-moving objects were in the sky. I've never witnessed anything like this. We are both in absolute shock, and we have no idea what it is that we saw. It's all we could talk about right up until this very moment that I'm writing this report. So I find that very interesting. These are the kind of reports that the National UFO Reporting Center has been receiving. Let's see, let's check out another one. Here was another one with an exclamation point. It was a triangle. It says, my dad was driving me to high school, and there was hovering there 3 white lights. You could see dim 3 lights, no red or green. Okay, so even though there's no media to go along with this one, we'll see what it says. Me and my dad were on our way to take me to school, and off on the right of the highway, Highway 9, going towards Cathcart, and a triangle the size of a bus was hovering, not moving, sitting to the right, 3 lights in perfect formation of a triangle, and we were at a red light. There were no red or green air regulation lights, and it was not moving. Freaked us out. I promise I'm telling the truth. I would take an oath. And that was from the state of Washington. Okay, so there's other objects in the sky in addition to drones, and there seems to be a lot of orb sightings, cube sightings. There's chevron sightings on here. There's all kinds of sightings in addition to the drone sightings. I think, you know, we're being lied to by the government. Obviously, we're going through some sort of a wave, and what the reason is for all of this. Why is this happening? Why are there drones all over the place, as well as other objects? It's anyone's guess. We can't really say, because our government won't tell us the truth. And this is where we are right now, folks. It's very sad, I must say. Yeah, and if you go through this, you'll see all the different states: Pennsylvania, New York, Maine, Delaware, Oregon, Louisiana. I mean, this is all over. Arkansas, Washington, Iowa, New Jersey, South Carolina, England. And there's other countries that are filing reports here: Texas, Georgia, everywhere, Michigan, Illinois, Florida, Lower Saxony, everywhere, all over the place, all over the country right now. There's all sorts of objects being seen, a lot of orbs, strange lights in the sky. It's not just drones that people are seeing. Some people are seeing strange drones, that's true. But there's other things up there too, so we shouldn't forget about the other things that people are reporting as well. So I think it's important that here's, like, I just went down this list here, and finally I come to a disc. There hasn't been a lot of discs seen recently. Orbs, diamond shapes, but not a lot of disc shapes or saucer shapes, rectangles, all kinds of objects, in addition to the drones. So. Yeah, now here's one here. It says triangle drone. This was in Maine, and there's a picture to go along with it. Let's see what it looks like. This was Old Orchard Beach in Maine, flying northeast in the direction of the ocean. It says here, while walking my dog, a black triangle with orange and blue lights flew overhead in a northeast direction. We are in Maine near the ocean and have seen several since last night. My neighbor had seen a similar aircraft last year around this time, but we chalked it up to living near a Navy base. And we have a blurry, faraway picture of it there. It's There it is. Wow, that is interesting. Some silent object just floating out there. Maybe Mick West could determine that it was just some sort of traditional aircraft using his app. I don't know, but again, it doesn't matter. The reality of the situation is that it's not just drones people are seeing; it's orbs. A lot of orbs people are seeing these days as well. So it's all over the place, folks, and we're not getting straight answers from the government, and I don't think we ever will. In fact, I mean, they're trying to poo-poo it right now on some of the major networks. Washington Post, Garrett Graff had a big article, a big opinion piece today talking about people panicking was all BS, just like his lousy book UFO that I talked about from last year. That was a piece of junk. And now he's writing for the Washington Post. CNN's having people throwing Mick West on there to try to explain everything away. This is all nonsense, folks. You're being gaslighted when it comes to this subject. You don't hear the debunkers when they talk about some of the foreign, some of the better videos that people
And
they don't talk about that.
seems like nobody's
They'll
awake.
pull out their hat and they'll tell you, oh yeah, see all the airplanes and all that.
Man,
What about the
look at all that snow. How's it going, Pablo?
Scott Roden, by the way, is going to be appearing soon on an episode of Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens is interested in the Las Vegas Aliens program, and we're going to do an entire episode of that. So that should be a good thing. But yeah, it's not just drones, folks. There's a lot among other things. So what's happening? Maybe like I suggested early on, because of all the ore, okay, we need to do something. Let's send up the drone to cause a diversion. And maybe that will cut
All those chickens.
whatever he's on for. We don't know, but all I can tell you is that we're being gaslighted. We're being gaslighted on a scale that's gargantuan. Just sad to see that this family just trying to don't want to tell the truth about this, despite the fact that people testifying on both about the reality of this, and we still get Chuck Rolls laughed at it, and don't worry about it, nothing to see here, something's wrong. Here, let's bring on a video game program, and he'll explain to you. See, it's all just regular aircraft. It's just all nonsense. We're being gaslighted on a scale that unimaginable. Unimaginable. Anyway, I was going to say thank you all for joining us today. Until next time.
What are you talking about? I don't see any chickens. I think it stops snowing.
Welcome to Extraterrestrial. Well, for the most part, it seems like the recent
I'm about to get off trying to get to my things ready to clock out. Okay. Same to you. I'm gonna turn off too. You too, Pablo.